Tercine, que estará de volta amanhã com Marcação Cerrada, filme escolhido pela maioria. Assista agora ao especial 11 de setembro. Especial 11 de setembro. Oferecimento Grecin 5, o shampoo color que a Vera recomenda. E Algaziv, fixa a dentadura com mais conforto. Experimente.
O dia 11 de setembro deixou muitas perguntas sem resposta e se tornou uma data que marcou radicalmente o início deste novo século. Para quem narrou ao vivo os acontecimentos daquele dia como nós, foi uma experiência dura, impensável, inesquecível e que mostrou claramente o quanto o terrorismo é selvagem e contrário aos interesses da humanidade e da civilização.
Um ano depois, ainda há dezenas de perguntas sem resposta sobre os atentados ao World Trade Center em Nova York e ao Pentágono em Washington.
Desabou a torre, desabou uma das torres do World Trade Center.
Nem os analistas internacionais mais exagerados, nem estes poderiam imaginar ver estas cenas, o World Trade Center desaparecer diante dos olhos do mundo, ao vivo, pela televisão. Você vai rever agora o dia em que o país mais poderoso da Terra sucumbiu diante de cenas nunca, jamais imaginadas. As imagens do documentário 11 de setembro foram feitas por dois irmãos franceses.
Eles filmavam o trabalho de rotina dos bombeiros de Nova York quando um deles virou a câmera para um barulho que vinha do alto e fez a primeira imagem do choque do primeiro avião com a primeira torre do World Trade Center. Nascia assim este documentário histórico.
Tonight, a new chapter in the most important story of our time. One firehouse.
We gotta get everybody out! Let's go!
3 filmmakers.
They saw the second one hit the other tower.
In a place you've never seen.
Where are you, Steve?
On a day you'll never forget.
Man falls from Tower 1. Evacuate the building.
9/11.
On September 11, 2001, these streets of New York changed forever. We all remember where we were that September morning. We remember how we heard the news, what we felt, what we saw. Tonight, you're going to meet 3 young filmmakers who also witnessed what happened that awful day. Only they saw it from the inside, and it's a view the rest of us haven't seen until now. I'm Robert De Niro. Last year, 2 French brothers, Jules and Gideon Naudet, set out to make a film about a rookie New York fireman. They had no idea they would become eyewitnesses to the defining event of our time, but that they would capture the courage of those who faced hell on earth, and the miracle of a lucky few who survived. The story begins last summer. With the help of a friend and firefighter, James Hanlon, the Naudet brothers were allowed to follow the men of Engine 7 Ladder 1. It's one of the oldest firehouses in New York, just a few blocks from here. For months, the material they shot was routine, uneventful. September 11th was no different, until 8:46 that morning. Engine 7 Ladder 1 was one of the first to arrive at the World Trade Center. Jules Naudet was with them, and his camera never stopped rolling. It's the only footage from inside Tower 1. What you're going to see has been edited with great care. Still, some of the language is rough. After all, these men had never been tested like this before. This is the story of how the city's bravest rose to their greatest challenge on September 11th.
When you work in a firehouse 7 blocks from the 2 tallest buildings in New York, you get to know every step, every staircase, every story.
Morning, Jim. Couldn't get too close to that razor blade.
I'm James Hamlin. I've been a New York City firefighter for 9 years at Ladder 1 downtown. Last summer, the summer before 9/11, there were days we'd go to the Trade Center 5 times in a single shift. My point is, we knew those towers as well as anybody. But nobody expected September 11th. On that day, guys from my firehouse, my best friends, were some of the first firefighters into Tower 1 after the plane hit. What they did that day, what everyone there did, was remarkable. And almost as remarkable, it was captured on videotape, inside the tower, beginning to end. And tonight, you'll see all of it. The tape was shot by 2 brothers, Jules and Gideon Naudet.
Holy shit.
They're documentary filmmakers and old friends of mine.
I don't know. They always say there is always a witness for history, I guess. That day we were chosen to be the witness.
The strange thing is, the tape, the whole story, it kind of happened by accident. I mean, Jules and Gideon didn't mean to make a documentary about 9/11. We wanted to make a documentary about a firefighter. That's how the whole thing got started.
9, 10, 1, 2, 3.
More to the point, the plan was to follow a rookie. On the job, we call them probies.
The idea was to show how a kid, almost, become a man in 9 months, which is their probationary period, where they have to prove themselves.
Let's go, guys. Hurry up. Get your coffee.
We teamed up, and by last June, the 3 of us were out at the fire academy shooting the training.
Help. Help.
And trying to decide which one of the 99 new probies
Test.
would be the perfect probie.
My name is Paul Denver. John Carroll.
Antonios Benetatos. Tony for short.
I was a police officer.
For a while I was a pizza man, actually, an Irish pizza man in the Bronx.
This is my first job. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I always kind of wanted to be a hero, and this is really the only thing you could do that you can do that.
Immediately we're like, okay, this is the kid, let's go.
We got Tony assigned to my firehouse, one of the biggest in the city. It's Ladder 1, plus a whole other company, Engine 7.
I'm so glad I took this job. Can't beat it.
Well, you don't actually wear that. That's what it says.
They are the greatest, incredible guys.
Steve Lover.
They're guys who fought some of the worst fires you can imagine.
What's up with that shirt?
What's the matter?
Soon, they'd face the unthinkable. Question was, would Tony be ready?
I'm terrified. This is what I want to do, but it's scary. I just hope I can do everything that I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm still worried about how I'm going to actually react when there's fire flying over my head. Here goes.
What's your first name?
Tony.
Oh. You know you come in on Thursday, right?
Thursday? I wasn't sure of that.
Thursday night.
I am now, sir.
Do you need to sit down?
Sure,
You want to stop calling me sir?
I'm a little bit nervous.
All right.
I want to make sure I do everything I'm supposed to do.
Thing is, when you're a probie, what you're supposed to do
We got to do the sheets. We change the sheets in the mornings.
is pretty much everything.
More news and traffic coming up. It's 6:22.
Get all the wheels, then we start up top and we watch them break down.
You have an iron at home?
Actually, I did not, sir.
Probie in a lot of trouble? Say two.
I think I'm doing decently. You know, I'm still waiting for a fire, that's all. Just waiting for a fire. And I think that'll, you know, make a pretty big difference.
Engine, ladder.
Did we grab that big long thing from the back there?
Thing is, guys say there's two kinds of probies.
Fire's out. You're getting closer.
Black clouds and white clouds. When a black cloud comes to the firehouse, that probie, he brings all the fires in the city with him. White cloud, just the opposite. No fires.
Don't get me wrong, there were fires. Just not when Tony was on duty. The kid was one very white cloud.
Tony was nervous, of course, terribly nervous. And as the days would pass, Tony, waiting for his first fire, wanted to prove to the other guys, and even more to himself, that he was going to be a real great fireman.
Tony! I'll get back.
The guys were not going to make it easy on him.
No one was singling Tony out. We do it to every probie.
We're going to break the chops till you laugh about it.
Right.
Because that's how we do it. We'll tease you to death until you start laughing.
Right. No problem.
You gotta love this.
No, I...
Sooner or later, and you will.
But before you can love it, you've got to learn it.
Now, say you got up there now, got your helmet on, your bunker gear, and you got to get your mask on. How you going to do that without letting go?
I don't know. Okay, stop moving, guys.
Yeah, hurry up. Make a quick sweep. It's hot.
The next time you do this, you're going to be more cautious.
Right.
You did fine. All I want you to do is learn to relax.
Okay.
Not bad.
No.
Not bad.
That handwriting's getting better already.
Thank you.
Hey, day today, baby.
Yes. Okay, thank you. For 2 weeks, I got $672.25.
You gotta be kidding me. You couldn't even buy a six-pack with that. Holy crap.
It's starting pay, you know? If I wanted to get rich, I would have become a lawyer. But I wanted something that I'd be able to live with for the rest of my life. This I can live with.
A lot of the guys feel that way.
You need to get up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror and say you're doing something with your life.
Somebody's in there. Hit the door.
You do your job, you risk your life to help people. And to be part of a family at the firehouse.
Just making some onions and mushrooms for the first base. How you doing, Jimbo, huh? You doing pretty good? Yeah? Here you go. Ah, this is a good song here.
Tell me one other job where everyone sits down to dinner together every night.
Sit down, Steve. You gotta be tired now.
Let me help you, Steve, because I think I'm the only guy that helps you in this firehouse.
It's been 4 weeks, I think, 5 weeks, something like that. And I'm still no fire. But it'll come. Probably when I'm asleep and not ready for it. That's when it'll come.
2:30 in the morning, bro. You can sleep. You can.
All right.
Trust me. When the alarm goes off, they'll come and get you.
I'm good.
Look down, Stan!
I got the spray water. We're getting closer.
There you are, Tony. Look, your first fire. And it was a car fire, no less.
That's all right. My first fire was a garbage can fire on West Broadway in Franklin.
Listen, Tony was getting closer. But for the record, that was some playing. It wasn't a real fire.
Hey, Steve, come see his first fire.
They're all like that. It's going to be a fun 20 years.
Made a fire over here. Here's the fire, see? Start the line, put out the stakes.
By the end of August, we knew that we had a great cooking show, and there were no fires.
Waiting for a job. That was a very big concern. But every time we would talk with some of the senior guys, they always told us, well, be careful what you wish for.
Yesterday, a 27-year-old firefighter, in Staten Island he was stationed, went to a job and he passed away. Well, we'll go to the funeral on Saturday, and what can you say?
I look back to last summer, and it doesn't just seem like a different time. It seems like a different world. At the time, we didn't think there could be anything worse than losing a single firefighter. And looking back, we were kind of innocent, especially Tony.
A bunch of the guys were talking about what different parts usually get them at the funeral. When the coffin went past, that was a little rough. I don't know. I hope it's my last one.
it's hitting the fan, the roof starts to collapse, you got to get off. You know, you got to really improvise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Basically, you have to be on the top of your game.
Right.
You're not the OB. You're on the top of your game. This is not a joke, this job.
Right.
There's a lot of things to think about, you know? And tunnel vision, focus, really, because that's what's going to keep you alive, and that's what's going to give you the opportunity to help anybody else.
Right.
You ready to go down?
Fire or no fire, Tony had learned a lot that summer.
Bring him up, get him over the roof, make sure...
Sure, he had a ways to go, but we'd teach him. As far as we knew, there was plenty of time. A few days later, Jules cooked a French dinner for the guys. At least he tried to.
Decided to cook leg of lamb, which I told him for a long time was one of my specialties.
I think he cooked one, and we really needed at least 5.
Where's Frenchie? A couple more meals like this, we'll be able to share shirts.
All right, I got a small piece, so what? I'm a mistake.
We stayed up late, just telling jokes and busting chops.
That's it? That's all that's left? This is the best part of the meat.
Even though the guys were making fun of us because we didn't cook enough, we were all having a great time. We're getting accepted.
We all joked all night long. It was really a great night. Little did we know.
It was the night of September 10th.
Especial 11 de setembro. Oferecimento Grecin 5, o shampoo color que a Vera recomenda. E Algaziv, fixa a dentadura com mais conforto. Experimente.
Nesta sexta, vidência, paranormalidade, vidas passadas. O Globo Repórter mostra os mais novos estudos científicos sobre os fenômenos espirituais. Qual a explicação para as curas que desafiam a medicina? Será que nosso cérebro é capaz de captar mensagens de um mundo desconhecido? Nesta sexta, no Globo Repórter.
Você que gosta de aventuras, de viver grandes emoções, o Brasil precisa de você.
Seja voluntário. Ajude o projeto Amigos da Escola a levar mais leitura para as salas de aula. Conte histórias, organize rodas de leitura, monte bibliotecas. Para milhares de estudantes, você vai ser um verdadeiro herói. Amigos da Escola, um projeto Rede Globo.
Você já pensou em ser uma aviadora militar? A Força Aérea abre agora esta oportunidade para você. Inscrições abertas até o dia 20 de setembro.
Junte-se a nós. Ingresso na Academia da Força Aérea.
A Prefeitura de Aracaju implantou o SAMU, Serviço de Atendimento Municipal de Urgência. Através do telefone 192, você aciona uma ambulância bem equipada e com médicos capacitados para o atendimento de urgência 24 horas. É um serviço eficiente da Prefeitura de Aracaju para toda a população. 192, SAMU, Serviço de Atendimento Municipal de Urgência. Saúde todo dia. Secretaria Municipal de Saúde. Prefeitura de Aracaju, uma cidade para todos.
Prepare-se para sentir novamente a presença de Anitta.
Nada é coincidência. Tudo está escrito. Não acredita no destino?
Ela é ao mesmo tempo excitante e perigosa. E sua presença perturba, provoca, enlouquece.
Nunca vi uma moça de toalha, não? Que sem a toalha?
Próxima terça, a volta de um sucesso irresistível. A minissérie brasileira Presença de Anitta.
Firemen live to help others live. It's that simple. Every day they wait for the call. Every day that passes without that alarm is a blessing and a burden. They know it's only a matter of time until they'll have to put their lives on the line. So they wait and they wonder. For the men of Engine 7, Ladder 1, the waiting and the wondering had lasted all summer. By early September, the filmmakers had captured so much about life around the firehouse, except for one thing, a big fire. There's a superstition among firemen. When you go too long without any fire, be prepared. Something big is coming. What you're about to see is how brave men work under stress, surrounded by chaos. They trained all their lives for this moment, but nothing could have prepared them for what was about to happen.
Throughout. Low humidity. Really a splendid September day. The afternoon temperature about 80 degrees. Great weather for the primary election. Tonight, clear and cool, though. 60 and mid.
It's begun to sound like some sort of a cliche. But really, September 11th started out like every other day. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Don't throw the bat away.
The day guys were just coming in. I was off that day. 13 guys from my firehouse were on.
Around 8:30.
Engine, ladder.
I believe the run came in. Get the run for the gas leak, or an odor of gas in the street, actually, I think it was.
Just Lispinard and Church, odor of gas.
Yeah, I don't think anything of it. You get on the rig, you go, you say, all right, it's an odor of gas.
Jules was riding with the battalion chief, Joseph Pfeiffer, videotaping.
It was just another call. I'm riding with the battalion chief.
It was